During last year and through this year has seen a plethora of new manga being released. And while we could spend an entire video talking about the popular manga here in Japan, for example Kimetsu no Yaiba, One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, today I want to do something a little different and I want to talk about new manga, namely manga that has one volume. So what I decided to do was I logged into Manga Zenkan, a famous web store here in Japan, and I searched for manga that has one volume that was released last month in February. This brought forward hundreds of results through different genres of manga, and I quickly realized I didn't have time to read all of them. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk about my favorite ones that I read that were released last month. The first manga we're going to look at today is called Kokoro no Program. This is released from Shonen Jump Plus by the mangaka Nakamura Hinata. I'm not so familiar with her work. It seems like she's also done another manga called Yasashi Hikari. The story of Kokoro no Program focuses around Q, a young boy, Ichiko, a robot who is there to assist Q's mother because Q's father is no longer there. The story depicts Q's youth and includes a love triangle between Q, Ichiko, and her childhood friend. No doubt who's going to win this one. One positive is the artwork, which really adds to the story. The foreground and the background of the scenes really highlights the emotions being presented. Nakamura Hinata's facial features and character work is also top class. While one negative may focus around Ichiko and her being presented more as a kind of normal girl rather than a robot or an android, it doesn't really take away from the story too much. Overall, I enjoyed this manga a lot. I found myself laughing at the lighter moments, while feeling apprehension for the sadder scenes that will no doubt follow. If you like emotional stories with a slice of life feel, then this might be the one for you. Next, let's check out Bokura no Kyubedo Senki. This has been released from Asahi Shimbun Publishing by Yuki Aiba and Takaki Sato. I'm not too sure if I'm saying those names right, I can't quite read the kanji. This focuses on people's interactions and when people begin to like another person or fall in love with another person. A battle ensures involving two cupids. The image of two people having a conversation while half the frame involves a battle or epic fight going on is quite an interesting dynamic. Something I really enjoyed was the reactions to what was said in the conversation, which also depicts a cupid taking damage if they are shocked or surprised by something. While I can see this story getting old soon, I'm not quite sure how long this could run for. I did enjoy the first few stories, although was a little worried with the third one, which involved a conversation between an older man and a 16-year-old girl. An easy to read and light-hearted manga, this includes both comedy and action with some interesting battle scenes. Something easy to pick up and put down. The next manga we're going to take a look at is Chichai Shima no Dekai Girl. This story is from Aoi Mashiro and depicts a transfer student Shigeru moving from the city to a small island. At first, the girl Shigeru finds it very boring, but this soon changes when she finds that on this island lives a giant girl. Only 3 people, the big-sized Mikuru, Chairman Rin, and transfer student Shigeru are classmates. This is a slice of life, slow life comedy involving these 3 people in a very relaxed and fun way. A nice, easy slice of life, something easy to read when you feel tired or just want to relax. The artwork is fairly basic, nothing to shout home about, but it doesn't take anything away. Overall, very much enjoyed this nice, easy something to pick up and put down on the train or after work. Next, let's take a look at a manga that I really enjoyed. This was Majo to Kishi wa Ikinokoru. This was by Shinkawa Konbe, sorry if I'm reading that kanji wrong, and produced from Kadokawa Publishing. The story here focuses around a lord's son who has returned to the town after a long time hunting. Upon his return to the town, he finds that all of the town people, including the Lord's father and mother, are dead. The Lord blames the witch who lives in the forest and goes to confront and kill the witch. Upon attacking the witch, finds that he is unable to kill her. After a discussion, it turns out that the witch might not have done it. So the Lord's son captures her and takes her to the town, where it's revealed that the forest is cursed and this curse will now spread. This has involved great action scenes and a good dynamic hook right off the bat, very similar to Kimetsu no Yaiba Demon Slayer, involving the family members dying in the first volume. Later scenes include more characters, fight scenes against demonic creatures, and there's even some comedy and lighter moments too. The artwork is very beautiful and focuses a lot on the pen style from this artist, which makes the scenes easy to read, easy to follow. Overall, very much enjoyed the story, really hope it keeps up at the pace that it has. I would like this to become more popular and for it to continue as well. The next manga I read is called Mikako 72 Sai. This was by Shunkyo Chie. The story here is a comedy revolving around Mikiko, the 72-year-old grandmother whose husband has just passed away. Being distraught by this, her grandchild gives her a smartphone which is actually connected to the late grandfather's social media account. While I think the artwork leaves a little something to be desired, I'm not a huge fan of the facial features seen here. It is an easy to watch and funny little story, again something you can pick up and put down at will. Penultimately, let's have a look at Buki Shoujo. This was created by Hiroyuki Senda and focuses on a story of a country in the midst of war. To help improve the war situation, that country introduces the ultimate weapon, which is, as you guessed it, a beautiful woman. This focuses around a battlefield love story where a soldier, Georgie, tries to protect this fearsome war machine. The contrast between these battles and this ultimate war machine, and then this young, beautiful woman that Georgie tries to protect, are both funny and heartwarming. A nice story to pick up. The last manga we're going to look at today is called Akuto Shushuin Sainoji no Rugi. This was created by Kei Sato. This rather interesting story focuses around a waste collector who is trying to purify a town in two ways. He works as a garbage disposal person, but also as a vigilante who kills villains. The garbage collector has that kind of 1980s cool badass guy feel where absolutely nothing bad happens to him, and every bad situation he ends up okay. The action scenes are great. The action showing the villains do include some hard scenes, including a rape scene, which is very difficult to watch, so please be careful about those. However, I really enjoyed this manga. It really felt like a 1980s, 1990s movie, focusing on that tough, badass main character, just going around killing folks. Really like this, hoping to see more in the future. So that's my list. Please do let me know what you think about it down below. If I missed any great manga that was released in February, please do comment in the comment section as well. If you liked the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I hope to see you in the next video where we'll look at the best new manga that's released in March.